of support of this entire trend. And on today's update video, I will be talking about my price targets, the funding rates on Bitcoin, what is happening on the imminent short term, and many more important charts and data points which are telling us something about all the things that are happening right now. So I will be discussing the most important chart, and don't forget to sub that like button back above 1,000 likes. And with that being said, let me get straight away in towards the content. So currently, on the imminent short term, Bitcoin is breaking below one of the most important levels of support, which was, of course, 65,000 US dollars. And ever since we have seen the breakdown, we're right now bouncing back towards the upside and are actually retesting this exact level, which previously around flipped into support and now is flipping into resistance. So Bitcoin is currently retesting one of the most important levels out there. And actually, if you're removing also all the drawings, you can currently clearly see we're creating a slight little downward sloping support line on Bitcoin. We're creating a downward sloping resistance line on the top side. So while this is happening, we're also creating a new pattern, which is called a falling wedge pattern. And a falling wedge pattern is a typical more bullish bias pattern, which is very interesting to see, of course, since Bitcoin is trading so bearishly towards the downside right now. And while we are indeed seeing that retest, I am definitely a little bit worried about it, because this level, which we are currently retesting, is right now flipping into resistance. And I want to be straight away say here is that if Bitcoin can break above this level, it would most certainly mean that we're most likely still going to be bouncing higher. But since we confirmed the break below it and are currently seeing a bearish retest, it is likely actually that we're going to be seeing a continuation downward. But I still want to be pointing out is that currently, the funding rates remain to be negative, which means that the majority of the traders in the market are currently trading short. You can see it here on Bybit on the top side of your screen. The funding rates are currently negative, and basically, if funding rates are negative, it means that the majority of the traders are trading short. And if everyone is trading short, I rather want to be a little bit more bullish on Bitcoin. So yeah, we can see in this trend downwards here, Bitcoin has found a somewhat of a big support around $65,000, right? So we bounced from it right here, we bounced from it right here, and we bounced from it right here. But yesterday evening we broke below it, and now actually we are retesting this level. So we are having a very important retest of a previous level of support, which is currently flipping into resistance. And from textbook analysis, this means that we're most likely going to be seeing a rejection and move all the way down again here. But I still want to be pointing out we are currently creating a massive falling wedge pattern. Liquidity is still being built up above us, and the funding rates are massively negative, which also gives for me enough reasons to not necessarily be all too bearish on Bitcoin, since this most certainly could be an enormous trap we are currently creating. So while all this is happening, we are indeed also not only creating that falling wedge pattern on the short term, but also on the larger time frame. On the daily time frame, we're also creating one with, of course, that lower low support, with that lower high resistance. And basically, the moment we're going to be breaking outside of it is the point we're going to be seeing the massive breakout. And on the daily time frame as well, we discussed this level many times before. You can see we bounced from this level right here, we bounced from the level right here, we got rejected by the level right here, also right here, and we found some support here. And now we're also finding support. So this level on the daily time frame is crucial for Bitcoin, and I am putting all my attention towards it. So currently, indeed, Bitcoin is not necessarily looking so strong. Also, on the spot Bitcoin ETF flows, we yesterday saw over $100 million worth of outflows on the spot Bitcoin ETF, which is of course quite bearish if you would ask me. And basically, the whole entire market is in a very bearish sentiment. And I do understand that currently we are not looking super bullish, because we're breaking below my very important level of support, and we're currently retesting it with a bearish retest. So if we can still break above it today, I think it's going to be looking good. And I think that most importantly, we should be looking at this falling wedge pattern. If we break the support of the falling wedge, likely the next big support for Bitcoin, guys, is laying all the way down around $60,000. And I think that the most important support for Bitcoin right now is that $65,000 level. And if we break below $65,000, it is going to be simple. Bitcoin is going to be falling down to 60K. I've been saying this for quite a while right now here, but in fact, we're still trading around that same level like we were a couple days ago as well. So things have not really been changed yet so far. But what is interesting to be seeing actually is that the stock market, the S&P 500, has been setting new all-time highs after all-time high after all-time high, while Bitcoin indeed has not been doing really anything. And if we're going to be comparing the S&P over the Bitcoin price, and if we're going to be seeing that the points that where the S&P 500 moves very quickly towards the upside, and where Bitcoin doesn't, we usually tend to see that Bitcoin recovers very strong afterwards. For example, we saw over here the S&P 500 was increasing in value quite significantly, but Bitcoin did not do anything and basically consolidated. But afterwards, basically, we saw an even bigger run towards the upside. And currently, once again, S&P 500 is going up massively. Bitcoin is not doing really anything. Are we also once again going to see Bitcoin do really quick moves back towards the upside, just like it did before as well? So very interesting to be seeing that here. I mean, we have also seen it in the bear market on Bitcoin. Here we can also actually see it. Bitcoin price went down, S&P 500 went up, and then after that point, boom, Bitcoin skyrocketed towards the upside. So sometimes Bitcoin can lag behind a little bit here, but usually they walk with each other hand to hand, but sometimes they lose each other, but then always they reconnect. So I do really believe that Bitcoin is still likely going to be going higher as the stock market is still going higher, because as the stock market is going higher, there's more value in the wider globe available. And as that is happening, there's most likely also going to be more value going to Bitcoin. Very important to be paying attention towards. Guys, if you currently want to be trading Bitcoin or buy any altcoins, you can currently get a deposit bonus worth up to $40,000 if you sign up an account using that link below of today's video. So make sure to check it out right now in today's video. But anyways, this was it for me in today's update video. It was once again a little bit of a shorter video. Guys, look at this. I'm chilling in this amazing villa right now. So I hope to see you guys next on my next video here on the channel. If you did enjoy this video and if you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.